Well, several other parties in the race, including Craig Sauvé's Transition Montreal, also created a split in the votes for mayor, one that ultimately cost Projet Montreal the election. Leader Luc Rabouin took responsibility for the loss, though, and announced he would be stepping down. But as Matt Gilmore reports, the winds of change were just too much for his party to withstand.
Projet Montreal's reign is over, and so it's back to asking questions after having a majority at City Hall and a solid mandate for the past 8 years. But every poll leading up to yesterday's vote was projected that the party would lose. And it's clear that many Montrealers just did not agree with the way that Projet Montreal had pursued an aggressively bike-friendly agenda that left many businesses and homeowners feeling other issues had been forgotten. That may have cost the party some big names like Gracia Kasoki-Katawa, the former NDG Cotonej Borough Mayor, and Maya Vodanovich of Lachine, who, as you can see there, lost by just one vote. Now, Erica Alneas, who was re-elected, and Rosemont La Petite Patrie says it's rare that parties last beyond 2 mandates, and Sterling Downey, who also was re-elected in Verdun, seems to think that they ran a good campaign, but people were just itching for something different.
People in Montreal were polarized on certain issues. I think a lot of people voted based on the desire for some change. There will be change. That change, we'll have to manage it.
Some people want to change. At the same time, we'll see what the future holds. But I think that we are in a certain position where people wanted to see something else, but I think that we'll be there to offer what needs to be done for the Montrealers.
Alain Vaillancourt is a former Projet Montreal councillor. He said that Projet, in his opinion, ran a good campaign, but there were no big projects that had people excited or dreaming of the future for Montreal. And while he described Luc Rabouin as a pragmatic man, who did, after all, say he would cancel some very unpopular plans, like the one to ban cars over the mountain, he said that Rabouin and Martinez Ferrada were both kind of boring candidates who played it safe during the campaign, and that did not help voter participation.
I think people wanted to hear things that we could deliver, you know, going back to basics, what city could do. But when you do that, you eliminate kind of big things that make people dream at the same time. So it's kind of a catch-22, you know. I think both sides did that. So it made for a campaign that just didn't grab people's interests.
And Vaillancourt added that while he expected Rabouin would lose the mayor's office, he did expect more boroughs to remain with Projet Montreal. Matt Gilmore, CTV News.